Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. How's it going today? I've got an awesome video for you here, and I'm going to tell you right now, this might not be the sexiest video, it might not be the most exciting topic, but it's definitely one that can put a lot of money in your pocket. And I'm going to be talking about accounting, bookkeeping, and tax strategies for e-commerce entrepreneurs. And everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, right? I mean, it's the new cool thing to be, right? Being an entrepreneur is super popular. Everyone wants to run their own business, have their own side hustle, right? And there are a lot of great benefits, right? A lot of sexy benefits, if you want to call them that, and stuff like building your own brand, having your own hours, feeling a passionate connection to your work. I think that one is super underrated. That's so important. Working for your own benefit, right? The harder you work, the more money you make. That's the sexy part of being an entrepreneur, right? Hey, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to work really hard today, and I'm going to directly benefit my company, myself, and the people that I surround myself with. That's great, right? And that's why probably a lot of people have, turned into kind of the hustle side of things, right? We want to hustle. We want to always be starting something new. We want to find the next big thing, right? That's the sexy part of entrepreneurship. I'm going to tell you the not sexy part, but a very important part, and that's accounting, tax planning, proper business setup, bookkeeping, aka the back office, right? Stuff that you do in the back office, not the front office. Is kind of think about a traditional old school office. Talk about front of office, back of office people, or the back of office people are kind of the numbers people. Right? They're kind of keeping track of how everything is working, keeping abreast of any tax planning needs, and really just being there in the in the background to make sure that everything is set up correctly, that everything is as optimized as possible. And you won't see gurus talking about accounting. You're not going to see them talk about tax planning or proper business setup. And there's a bunch of reasons. Probably first of all, it doesn't sell their courses. But second of all, they have no idea about anything even close to proper accounting, proper tax planning. And I was in that exact boat myself until I really started to understand and work with experts that, they say that, you need to learn a lot, but there's a lot that you don't even know that you need to learn. That's definitely the case with accounting. And roadblocks to a proper back office is that it is incredibly complex, right? Even if you say, okay, I'm going to dedicate 1 day a week for learning this type of stuff, first of all, you're going to be taking away a huge chunk of the money-making parts of your business. If you're going to be kind of looking to become a side hustle of being a tax expert, it's not going to happen anytime soon. There's incredibly complex tax codes. There's different sales tax. There's new laws coming out all the time. Different locations have different requirements. If you want to scale internationally, you need to have a business set up that way. You need to be able to accept payments in different localities, in different nationalities, in different currencies. And it simply takes a lot of time to do this well. This isn't something where you're just going to have a Excel spreadsheet and then at the end of the year you'll just go and create a few formulas and figure out everything in Excel. It's not going to happen. And the big problem that I see a lot for people that think, I could just do it myself, right? You're wearing too many hats. If you're going to do it correctly, it's going to take a ton of time to actually learn and become an expert at it. Like I said, it's going to be taking away time from you running your business. And if you think you could just use TurboTax free at the end of the year, you're going to have a really annoying April, and it's probably going to cost you a lot more money, a lot more aggravation, and that doesn't even come into consideration with any type of penalties in terms of not paying the right tax or estimating the wrong payments, etc., etc. So a lot of different roadblocks for sure. So a great back office means more profit and less risk. Great tax planning can literally save you tens of thousands of dollars yearly, and that number can go up depending on how much money you make. It's always a percentage, right? Tax is a percentage of your income, and if you can basically plan the right way, take advantage of all of the different strategies that are out there, right? You could literally save huge percentages of your annual income every single year. So there's massive reward here for doing this correctly. And let's say you're a do-it-yourself person, right? It could be 10 times more expensive to do it yourself than to just simply hire an expert, right? You don't know how to do international scaling and payment processing. You don't have good bookkeeping skills. I mean, unless you have history or experience doing that, right? This isn't something that you want to kind of tack on to your knowledge. This isn't something that's going to help you sell your product more. But these are definitely topics and considerations that will, at the end of the year, put more money in your pocket, save a lot of stress, save a lot of aggravation, and just simply have you set up the right way. So I want to introduce you to Nubus Accounting and Tax Firm, by far the number one choice when it comes to e-commerce accounting experts. The CEO, Angie Ortega, she's constantly in my group, constantly answering questions for my students about tax and accounting and setup. She's been in the tax industry for over a decade, and they have a full team: business attorneys, tax attorneys, sales use, tax experts, CPA, EA, CAA, whatever you need, basic bookkeeping, all the way to advanced accounting and tax strategies. Angie's the one to talk to. And let me show you exactly what's going on their site. You're looking at nubustax.com. And again, I highly recommend these guys. You can take a look at the link directly below this video, but I'm going to walk you through exactly why you're going to want to use Nubus. And they have a couple of different services out there that are really just kind of tailor-made for e-commerce entrepreneurs like us. So big thing here that kind of Nubus does is, they have deep understanding of e-commerce, right? I think that's really the big thing. And of course, they could do personal taxes, they could do your business taxes, sales tax, and a lot of different tax prep things. But really, I think this is kind of the big thing, and they've really found a great niche. A lot of their clients are international. And talking about scaling internationally or being set up to sell across the world, no one does it better than Angie in terms of getting you set up there. So if you're international, this can work for you as well. Really a lot of different services, a lot of great testimonials, myself included, just incredibly happy with, the end result. And that means better tax planning, and really, the big goal is to just pay less tax at the end of the year. So take a look at this for sure. Again, their specialty is really all about e-commerce and international entrepreneurs. So this fits exactly into, the Shopify space. And whether you're a corporation, right, you might be, an S Corp, a C Corp, depends on how you set up. It could be a sole prop. Right? It doesn't really matter how you get set up. It doesn't matter if you're international, if you're in the US, right? Nubus Tax can help you not only with tax planning, but just with a full kind of offering of accounting services, again, international or domestically based, and a full suite of bookkeeping services as well. And I really think this is an underrated one. A lot of people say, I'll just export all of my reports at the end of the year, right? That's not how you really take a look at your numbers. That's not how you have a good, accurate grasp on your numbers. And talking about making your numbers stand out, it's all about kind of understanding what your numbers are, where you're at with your numbers, and that could be a real challenge for people that aren't doing any bookkeeping or think they could just do it at the end of the year. So huge advantage to have everything kind of set up. They talk about setting up and cleaning up, right? A lot of people might have their books be a little messy, to say the least. So having everything set up, that's what Nubus Accounting can offer. Kind of a full suite of a firm here, right? They could do your setup, they could do your annual taxes, they could do tax planning, they could do bookkeeping, and you'll have a direct contact with Angie, who, like I said, is probably the best in terms of e-commerce accounting experts. Definitely the best that I've come across, and I've been doing this for a long time now. So make sure you take a look at the link below. I highly recommend these guys. You could schedule a free consultation. You can give them a call at any time. They're highly accessible, and they're very active as well. Angie is in my group. She's constantly answering questions about tax planning, about accounting, about LLCs and people internationally that want to sell in the U.S. and U.S. sellers that want to sell internationally, and how to set up the right bank accounts, all that great stuff. Like I said, she's very active, and there's no one that really knows it more than her. So if you're not already in my free mastermind group, make sure you check that out. The link is below in the video description as well. But really just a true expert in the space, and I can't recommend her any more highly. So make sure you check out Nubus Tax. Again, the link is directly below this video. You can give them a call at any time, schedule a free consultation. Doesn't matter if you're based in the US or you're international. She can help you save a lot of money with some great tax planning. So I hope this helps you make some money. I hope you save a lot of money with Angie and Nubus, and I'll talk to you real soon.